Happy Friday, everyone. I decided that I would post just a little short snippet here on business development. And the reason for that is because I'm a hybrid. So I go in the field, I cold call, I train, I give presentations, and I think to myself, I wonder why everyone is afraid of this. Okay? It seems that as long as you have a good list, and even if you don't have a good list, it doesn't matter. You can still find your way through it. Now, does the list that's not so good take a little bit longer? Yes, because you really have to research. And I would suggest LinkedIn because I'm in technology. But if you have a really good list, you can get to the right person. Now, sure, they may be cranky, they may have a bad day, they may hang up on you. I'm mentoring a couple of people on the weekend, and they gave me permission to use them as an example because I think they're frightened of the, hello, Joe, this is so-and-so from XYZ Corporation. Why? I don't know. And I said, okay, how about we do a little role play? How about that? And that makes them even more nervous. So I'm like, okay, you've got to learn some way, because they also work in technology. And I told them, first thing, this is my tips. You guys have your own way of doing things, and that's fine. But my tip is that I don't call first thing Monday morning. Because most people are not, it's after the weekend, they haven't had their coffee yet. I mean, they're just not ready, it's just, they're not ready. So I usually wait till like a little bit Monday afternoon. I study a lot. I study all the vendor lines. But when you're cold calling, all you really need to know is your core competencies of your corporation. That's the key. Now, I can tell right away when someone's on the phone, when I'm cold calling, what their personality is like. I made this guy crack up out of control today. And that's what it's about. It's about relationships. So don't be afraid of the phone. The phone is our friend. When you're out in the field, again, I give presentations. I also visit customers. And I feel that a lot of people are fearful of that. And I don't know why. I mean, so what if Joe hangs up on you? So what if Joe is angry? You don't know what is going through his mind or his life. Nobody really does, right? And same thing when you go to visit a customer. You don't know what's going on in their life. And it can be like having everything falling down on them. So keep that in mind. Another thing, make sure you, when I say study, I mean study the technology that your corporation focuses on, your core competencies. Very important. Because if you do not, you cannot, when cold calling, you don't necessarily have to know the vendor line, unless you're calling for a vendor. Then you obviously have to know the vendor line. But in general terms, you just have to know your core competencies of the corporation that you work for. And you're golden. You are golden. And a good list always does help, but you can still get around a list that maybe, you got to do a little more research. It just takes a little bit of time. So remember, this is not the devil. You can pick up the phone, and also internally as well with your company. I see a lot of people emailing others, and my rule is 2 emails, and this person doesn't understand me, then I better pick it up the phone, because you don't really understand possibly what their tone is, email is so misconstrued. It really is. Every email that I see, I'm like, what the heck is this guy talking about?